The Stag is an understable fairway driver from Westside Discs with a ton of glide and a surprising amount of control. Let's take a look. So the rim on the Stag is not too deep and it's not too wide. It's only an 8-speed driver, so it's going to be fairly comfortable even if you don't have bigger hands and you don't like throwing the wider rim drivers. It generally does have a good bit of dome, and that serves to give it even more glide, so you can get even easier distance without having to power up too much on this disc. My Stag here is in the tournament plastic, and the tournament plastic is very grippy and fairly durable, and discs in the tournament plastic tend to be just a little bit less stable than the same disc in the VIP plastic. So for the flight on the Stag, the numbers are a speed 8, a glide 6, a turn -1, and a fade of 2. And I would say that's fairly accurate, but it might have just a little bit more turn and a little bit less fade. But that's going to vary based on the throwing style of who's throwing it. For me, the ideal shot out of a Stag was a hyzer release that flips up to flat, glides pretty far to the right, and then finishes back just a little bit to the left. This is going to be fantastic for in the woods if you need a long straight shot that finishes to the right and you don't want to worry about it flipping over too much. This is going to be a fantastic disc for that shot. It's going to be able to fly straight while it's hyzering, and then you don't have to worry about it fading out too much because it doesn't have too much fade. If I put a little bit more hyzer on it, I could get it to flip up to flat and glide very, very straight with a ton of glide. That 6 glide really comes into action on this type of shot. And this disc would have gone a lot farther here if I hadn't hit the branches of this tree, but you can see how it would fly. It's easy to get it to flip up to flat and glide very, very straight. Again, a great shot to have for those tunnel shots in the woods. Something else I wanted to try the Stag for was a roller. So I started it out on an anhyzer and I got it down on what looked like a pretty good angle, and then it just rolled very, very straight and it finished to the left at the end. Now that's not usually something that I'm looking for at a roller, but if you're looking for something that's not going to deviate too far left and right, it's just going to go straight and then stop, that can be a useful shot to have, but I might reach for something a little bit less stable, like an underworld, or just something with a bit more turn if you're looking for that distance roller line that's going to carve left and then finish over to the right. So that's what I think about the Stag. Let me know what you think about the Stag in the comments down below. Let me know if you've thrown the Stag, what shots you throw it for, and what plastic you throw it in, and I'm going to pick my favorite comment down below and give away this, how heavy is it? A 174 gram tournament plastic Stag. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next review, and I'm going to leave you with an excerpt from the Kalevala about the Stag.
Flee away, thou hissy reindeer, like the winds, thou rapid courser, that thy hunter may be worn out, thy pursuer be tormented, Lemminkainen be exhausted.